juice, blueberry juice, cheese, tea.
Is that the best thing ever? Imagine this as a kid, you just pick up the name. What's it?
After in their lives, live registered upon our brazen tomb. You three, Barone, Dumaine, and Longaville, have sworn for 3 leader of the bar.
Not a word of custard yet.
So it is.
It may be so, but if he says it is so, you
Encounter that obscene and most preposterous event, which.
So I'm taking a bunch of stuff to consignment right now. I think that she told me that she also pays cash too, and I have some really, really beautiful gems, like tons of true vintage designer pieces, like really good stuff. So I'm hoping I get cash for it, but this very may well be like one of those walk of shame situations where I just like walk out with all my bags because they're like offering me nothing for it. But realistically, I've had this stuff sitting in my house for years, like really good stuff that either doesn't fit or isn't my style anymore. And so we'll see, but that's like one of the garbage bags. I have basically like 3 bags full of stuff. And the other aspect of this is that Florence had an emergency vet visit last week. It was $2,000. It was a $2,000 visit for them to basically tell me she must have ate something weird. But she was throwing up blood, so it was like a big deal. Like I wasn't gonna not take her, obviously, and I'm very paranoid when it comes to Florence. Like I make sure that she is okay. I wasn't gonna just be like, oh well, whatever, like she's just throwing up blood. Like, no, that's insane. But it was a frighteningly expensive bill, and so it's time to sacrifice some of the designer vintage. We have arrived. I have so much stuff. I don't think they were anticipating me having this much stuff. Let's do it. Wish me luck. That, I know it's so annoyingly small. And then I've got this.
I know. I love it though.
Here's this one. I totally get it. This one from Italy no longer fits me. Sad.
what the fuck? I was like, they want.
I want that one. I told myself when I get back in the car, I'm gonna play it cool, pretend like that was very natural, but I am literally shaking from nerves vlogging in public. Like, I am shaking. But I had to do it. I had to do it because I feel like I have fun things to share. So I did it and I'm proud of myself. Also, my therapist recently told me to do things embarrassed, because I said I was embarrassed to practice my Spanish with my grandma, even though my Spanish is pretty decent. And she was like, well, what if you just did it embarrassed? And I was like it kind of just like switched something in my brain and kind of shook me a little bit in a good way. All right, I'm heading home. Hopefully they take some of my stuff and I'm not gonna like walk of shame out with 10 garbage bags. Hi, monkey. Oh, look at the tail. Look at the little waggy. Hi, little waggy. Oh, her chicken bone. Oh, her little chicken bone. Have some water. Here, mommy. You haven't had water all day and that's concerning. You're just a little chipmunk. Oh, mama. Hi, little angel. I'm gonna do my nails now. This is like this Essie gel kind of situation. I got 2 really crappy manicures recently and they were expensive, so I am gonna do them myself. So first you put this one. This should be like a beautiful see-through kind of sheer pink. Okay, this is cute, but it's like really, really sheer. So beautiful. Ignore this nail. This has like polishing compound from jewelry making that I cannot remove. So let's cover that. Look at these. I feel beautiful. Okay, and I forgot to take the nail polish off my toenails. I don't do this very often, so I'm very annoyed because I thought on the toes this would be a lot of fun, and now I can't do it. So here are the nails. Oh, they're perfect. I'm telling you, these, I could do any crazy color, but these are the nails that make me feel most beautiful, honestly. And then my July rose to be haltering. My God. Gorgeous. Farmer's market. Chicken and waffles taco. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so excited. This is delicious. And a whole thing of bread. Perfect top to eat barbecue at. My favorite spot I've been going to since college. Showing my partner my new big studio for the first time. Even though I've been here for such a long time already, but it's so rare that we could come here. We still have so much to do in here. And my favorite, I've been waiting to do a little tour of my studio because there's so much that still needs to be done. And I want it to be pretty, but the work area is basically as good as it's gonna get because it's a work area. First is engraving. This is where all the engraving's done. Here's an example. Journal charms. And then this desk is actually amazing. My first, in the Vegas video that I just made, we went to that jewelry conference, and from one of my favorite companies, I won a raffle to win this giant jeweler's bench, which was like, I literally was screaming and jumping on the bed. I was so happy. So we got this enormous bench for free. So we use this for wax. Like normally we'll use this for making rings and stuff. We have our molds here, wax injector. And over here is one of our benches for one of my bench jewelers. Here's my metalsmithing bench that I've had for years. So it's really cute. I love seeing in comparison to like a newer bench. Very lived in and done a lot of work on here. As you can see, it's a mess. Here, things have been moving around, so it looks like a mess, but this is where we solder. We have a kiln here that we haven't used yet. And then this is new. We got this huge polishing machine for the bangles. This to drill the holes in the journal charms. And then this is like kind of, I guess we'd call it the finishing table. This rolling mill, and then some other tools, and it's just amazing. Okay, and then here, this is an antique pine chest shipped here from Ireland, and here's all my tools. It's amazing. I was just talking to my partner right now. As I was showing him, I had this realization that all of this stuff is mine. Like, I cannot believe that this is all mine, not like some company that I work for, but this is all my collection of my stuff for my business. It's like completely surreal still. But yeah, that's everything. I'll show you like the rest of the studio another time when I have it finished. Day at the beach. A nice cloudy day at the beach. My sunglasses from Walgreens that I just bought. I love Walgreens. A candy. Let's go. Got these at Walgreens right now. I love a Walgreens trip. Seriously. And I can't find my other sunglasses, so I got these. They're cute. In honor of trying to have a full summer day before summer ends, because this is like the first summer I don't want it to end immediately, we pulled up to a Sonic, which I haven't had Sonic in like probably 10 years. I think I've only been here once, by the way, and we got a delicious drink. I'm so excited. And my sister's gonna come meet us. I write a Substack post about this, but I feel like this is the first summer like ever from like teen years to adulthood that I actually don't want it to end. Normally I'm so quick to be like, honestly by early August I'm already like starting to dip into fall aesthetic. But this year I do not feel that way. In fact, I feel really sad that summer's ending so quickly. And I think there's a few reasons. First of all, for sure it's because of my breast reduction. This is my first summer with the breast reduction. That's like huge right there. Basically my entire life has changed in so many ways, but then like in terms of my style and stuff, I can do so much more now, and a lot of that is like summer clothes. So I am just like not wanting that to go away. But I think the psychological impact that the breast reduction has had on me and like my confidence in general has really also impacted the way that I'm just like experiencing summer this year. Pretty crazy. Because definitely, I mean, like, I love the coziness of fall. I love it. But there's also definitely an aspect of like the loneliness of summer would normally really get to me, seeing so many people outside and enjoying their life and me like really not doing anything. But this year that didn't change. I haven't done like much differently. Even though not much has changed in terms of that this year, I still feel, I feel so happy this year, and I just don't want it to go by quickly. And I think that the seasons are definitely like shifting in Chicago now. It's pretty crazy. And it feels like there's not much of a transition period anymore, that it'll be like summer, super hot, and then it feels like it's just winter in a matter of weeks. So that I am a little nervous about, because it feels like winter literally just ended. That was fun. All right, bye. Bye. And on this vlog here, I am so tired. I had a really good and productive day, but I was at my studio working, and I was alone working this morning. My bench jeweler comes in tomorrow, and my mom was running a little late, and I was just crunching some numbers and stuff, and just like really going through the realization that we need to do a price increase. And that's what's really unique about a jewelry business, is that the fluctuation of our literal inventory is so volatile, and it's so unfortunate, because I wish I didn't have to consider like pricing this thoroughly, but I mean, obviously it's a business, like you have to be realistic, you know. But it's a pretty stressful thing, and that's kind of what I'm a little bit overwhelmed by right now. And so I had to go home. When I get overwhelmed, I like fall into this like severe exhaustion, like I need to take a nap right then and there. It's like that bad. So that's kind of the thing. And then another thing was like, I've been wanting to like take more footage of my day and whatever, but I've been feeling pretty hideous lately. And if you've read my Substack, Let It Be Ugly, I touch on this idea of just doing things even if you feel ugly, because like at least you're doing the valuable thing anyway. And I did kind of touch on this earlier, but it's easier, way easier said than done. So I'm going through a little bit of that as well. So it's a lot to think about and consider, and I am so tired. But I have a lot of really fun video ideas planned, so I might take it easy this evening and just work on planning that. But that's it for now. And some updates. I just hate how my hair turned out last night. I've just been experimenting a little too much in doing like protective styles and stuff, because like it just didn't come out good. And so that really impacted how I felt today. And then I had to like rush and get out of the house. So it's the little things, but I feel like it would just be better for me to be just transparent about that, because it's embarrassing to admit sometimes, but I don't really care at this point. And if you've made it this far, you deserve to hear it, and probably would value it and not judge me too much. But until next time, because I'm going to try to do some fun, like conceptual videos next. I have some really fun, cute ideas that are themed and stuff. So I'll see you then, and I hope that you have an amazing week. And more than anything, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe for the fun videos coming up soon, and follow my Instagram, Substack, and shop July Rose Jewelry. It would mean the world to me. Thank you.